Hello everybody, welcome to Kreets Football. It's match day 28 of the Premier League season. It's about to go down. There are crucial matches this weekend. Even though it looks like one of those calm weekends on paper, we know it's not calm at all. It's one of those weekends that could decide the title race, could decide the top 4 teams, and could even decide the relegation battle. It's one of those crucial weekends, and of course the biggest one by far is Arsenal versus Chelsea. Arsenal taking on Chelsea at the Emirates Stadium. Important one for Arteta's men. They need all 3 points if they are going to win this title. There's been a lot of noise in the media because of the recent results of both teams, but we know something, that context is key, consistency is key, and we know that the Premier League is not a sprint, it's a marathon. So Arsenal versus Chelsea, let's get right into it. This is one of those fixtures that doesn't need extra marketing. It's a big London derby to decide if London is going to be red or blue. Big performances are needed, big expectations in this one. It's Arsenal versus Chelsea, always a big one. For Arsenal, the league title is at stake. They need all 3 points to stay in the title race. Arteta's men are hungry for this one. Chelsea, on the other hand, they need to revenge this one. Arsenal kicked them out of the Carabao Cup earlier this month, and they'll be looking to get one against Arteta's men. Fresh legs, fresh manager, and they'll be looking for revenge. Of course, they're looking for their first win in 10 matches against Arsenal. And they'll be looking to topple Arsenal's title chances. So it's a big one definitely for Arsenal and Chelsea. Arsenal come into this game with momentum. They have confidence and belief that they are still very much in the title race. But Chelsea, of course, will be looking to do something in this match. They are one of the most unpredictable teams in the Premier League. They are capable of massive performances, but they've not been consistent. They are really backing up their prestige, their honor, the caliber of players that they have. They are not at their best. But we know Arsenal vs Chelsea is always a big one, and so we are looking forward to this. So let's talk about Arsenal first. There's been a lot of hype recently, and I really want to talk about this one, especially after that strong win against Tottenham Hotspur. It was definitely a big derby win. It was a big performance. There were big emotions. But am I carried away? No. And I'm sure many Arsenal fans might be carried away. Pundits are being carried away. But we need to be careful here. Arsenal haven't shown consistency. They struggled against Brentford, and even against the bottom team in the league, they struggled. Beating Spurs, as satisfying as it is, it does not tell the whole story of where Arsenal are at the moment. They have 9 more matches to go. That's 9 more finals that Arsenal need to win, and they've struggled. Struggled against Brentford, struggled against Wolves. Wolves, the worst team in the league and possibly the worst team ever in the Premier League history. But Arsenal struggled against them. So winning against Spurs is a step in the right direction, but is it enough to get carried away with? No. Arsenal haven't shown the grit, the mentality, the control that you'd expect from champions in their recent games, and that's going to hurt them. They need to show consistency. Winning against Spurs is not enough. If Arsenal genuinely want to win the title, the real test is, can they maintain composure under pressure? Can they avoid those random drop points? Can they follow a big win with another controlled professional performance? That's what's going to be key. And that's why this match against Chelsea is a real test of their grit and mentality. Are they going to be able to hold on? Are they going to be able to win this one at home in front of their crowd, where they crumbled against Manchester United, where they struggled even against Wolves in the first leg? Title teams don't have oscillating emotions. Every week there's one drama or the other. They need consistency, and Arsenal haven't shown it. They've not been relentless. There's not an aggression about them that they want to win the league. So this match is a true test. And every match that they play until the end of the season, because Manchester City, they are not backing down. Manchester City would not leave this. They will not make this easy for Arsenal. They will keep the pressure on. So this is where Arsenal have a question mark. This is not just about quality. This is not just about talent. This is about week-to-week performance, week-to-week consistency, not dropping points. Arsenal have not shown that spark, that aggressiveness, that this title is ours. We really want this title. You don't win a marathon by running a sprint and then jogging the rest. You need to be consistent. Arsenal have not shown that. Let's talk about Chelsea. Chelsea, on the other hand, they are a fascinating team. They have the ingredients, they have the energy, they have the technical quality, they have the athleticism. They have a new manager who is hungry, who wants to get things done. But their execution is all over the place. They drew Burnley in their last Premier League match after Fofana got a red card in the 72nd minute. Chelsea haven't been consistent. Cole Palmer needs to step up. One week they look sharp, aggressive, comfortable. The other week they look haphazard. They score 2 goals and then they concede another 2. Or they concede 2 goals and then they go on to win the game. They've not been consistent. But we know what Chelsea are all about. They have quality in depth. They can do this. So can Chelsea put a fight against Arsenal? Definitely. They are the team that can do that. But they've not shown that in recent times. So this is not going to be a walk in the park for Arsenal, because Chelsea will put up a fight and they have something to fight for. They have their top 4 to fight for, top 4 position to fight for. And of course, they have Arsenal to revenge for kicking them out of the Carabao Cup. If Chelsea apply pressure at the right time, break Arsenal's attacking lines, then definitely we are in for a fascinating evening of London Derby. And they could just win. They could just end their winless streak against Arsenal. So this fixture is a true test of Arsenal's title credentials. Not because it's Chelsea, but because it's a moment to show maturity. Champions don't always play beautifully. Sometimes they play boringly, but they get the game done. They get the job done. And that's what Arsenal needs to do in this match. Drop your thoughts in the comment. Let me know what you think. Are Arsenal finally consistent enough to handle games just because they won against Spurs? Or do you think there's still a question mark about their performance? Would there be drama in this one for Arsenal? Or do they still rely heavily on emotional swings, momentum shifts in the match? Let me know your thoughts about this one. Because this weekend isn't about Spurs anymore. It's not about Spursy. This one is about Arsenal. It's about Arsenal delivering professionalism, delivering maturity, delivering compactness in defense and strength in attack. Arsenal need this one. Being confident, being strong in the middle of the park. Zubimendi and Rice need to be on top of their game. Because if Cole Palmer, if Caicedo, if Enzo Fernandez turn up, then we know that they are in for a difficult afternoon. Okay, drop your thoughts in the comment. Do you think Arsenal are consistent enough to win this kind of match without any drama? Do you think that they will be swayed by emotional swings and momentum shifts in the match? Do you think Chelsea can put up a fight against Arsenal? Do you expect Chelsea to turn up in this match and put up a fight against Arsenal? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, because this weekend isn't about Spurs anymore. It's about Arsenal. It's about what comes after Spurs. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Okay, let's talk about other MatchDay 28 fixtures. But before we do that, like, follow, and subscribe to this channel. It would help me out. It's free and it will help me out. Okay, let's talk about other MatchDay 28 fixtures. It's Manchester United versus Crystal Palace at Old Trafford. That's going to be a tough one for Crystal Palace. They have so many injuries right now. It's going to make it tough for them. I'm favoring resurgent Man U, who are looking to extend their unbeaten run to 8. to win this one. Man U versus Crystal Palace is going to be a cracker to look forward to. Liverpool versus West Ham at Anfield. Liverpool getting that late win in their last match. They will be looking to show some grit in this one to win against West Ham. Leeds United versus Manchester City. I expect Manchester City to get all 3 points here, but the Premier League is always full of surprises. Leeds United can put up a fight. Let's see what they are able to do. Fulham versus Tottenham. Wolves versus Aston Villa. That's an interesting one. Aston Villa can get all 3 points at Wolves. Newcastle versus Everton. Newcastle looking to keep the momentum after that win in the Champions League. Bournemouth versus Sunderland. Burnley versus Brentford, and then there's Brighton versus Nottingham Forest. Interesting weekend. Might look calm on paper, but it's crucial to the Premier League season. Okay, those are the games happening this weekend. And for Arsenal hosting Chelsea at the Emirates Stadium, this game isn't about superiority. It's not just about rivalry. It's not just about making a statement. It's about getting all 3 points, because you drop points and you regret it later, and the title race is over. For Chelsea, it's about rivalry, it's about revenge, and it's about showing that they are a team to reckon with. And they would want to keep that pressure. They will want to make a mark. So it's going to be a fascinating one to look forward to. Let me know your thoughts about that match in the Premier League season. Titles aren't won in sprints. This is a marathon. And when legs are tired, when pressure is high, Arsenal need to show that they can keep the hype up. So that's what this weekend is really about. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you enjoyed this preview, make sure to like, subscribe, and most importantly, drop your predictions and opinion in the comments. I'll catch you after the games. Thank you so much, and peace out.